HBIBWD.
Right, enough of this Hasbro Kids rubbish for a minute. Take a look at these. Now I hear you. You're loud enough. You're saying, "Oh, HBIBWD, what's this tat you're peddling now?" Like you do. And right, listen. What if I told you there were other, smaller toy companies that make their own Transformers, taking legally, morally questionable inspiration from classic character designs and making, in theory, better engineered, more accurate and more expensive toy depictions of those characters? Then you'd say, "Oh, HBIBWD, I know what third-party Transformers are, I'm not stupid," in that really annoying voice you do, and well, shut up then, God, you're difficult sometimes. This is Pizzeria from third-party company Newage, or I suppose the Pizzeria collectively? I don't know, we don't have individual names on the boxes. They're legend scale retools on Newage's take on Brawn and Outback into these weird little frogmen. Are they from anything? I don't remember seeing them in a G1 cartoon, and I even asked my very good personal friend Mr. Newage if they were based off anything, and he said no, not at all. They're completely original characters, and honestly, I trust him with my last slice of cheesecake, so fair enough. Let's take a look at them then, and well, I don't know the names, so I'll just give them some for the sake of this. If you come up with any better ones, tell me in the comments, and I might ignore them completely. So this one's Rachel, she's wearing blue, breaking down gender binary barriers and all that, so you know she's got a good head on her. I mean, just look at the size of it, it's as wide as her whole body. She's got some nice little swords there, though they aren't quite sharp enough to cut a ham sandwich with, so God knows what she does with them. This one here is Ross. He's got orange on, so you know he's a mad bastard. And he's holding a couple of barbecue tongs, so you know he's always ready for a buffet. Look, I know they're not tongs, but we're not allowed to use that word in England. It's like our N-word, and I'm risking a lot just by showing them to you, so keep it on the hush hush, yeah? I mean, share the video around and, you know, like and subscribe and all that, just don't call the police or anything. I've called the red one here Chandler, and that really suits him, don't you think? Just exuding these really nerdy, kissless vibes, like yourself. He's even got to be pretentious with his choice of weapon too. A pair of Psy, mate, really? I bet you like Upstream Colour and Radiohead too, you fucking dog. Bet you any money he owns a fedora as well. And here's my favourite, HBIBWD Jr. And yeah, that's mostly because I like purple, but look. He's got a really big stick, which I'd probably pick up in a fight too, honestly. And no, he's not compensating for anything, whatever that means. They're all pretty poseable, all ball joints and swivels. We even have ab crunchies and ankle pivots, so we can get into a lot of nice action poses. Don't they look good in a group together? I mean, we should, being sold together as such, but you know, just stop going on. I'm trying my best here. All four of them come with these little guns, but they don't really go anywhere when they're holding their other weapons, so I just chuck them in the boxes and into the cupboard they go, until the police find them after that business catches up with me. But here, look, what's this? Fold them up and they become these little gas canisters. That's right, my avid viewership, these third-party Transformers do actually transform into these tiny green 4x4s. The canisters plug into their arses to complete the look. And aren't we just sweet? I can just imagine them farting around on a muddy field having a right laugh. Still not sure what 4x4s, frogs and offensive weapons have to do with pizza, but who am I to question my future best man, Mr. Newage? I will say though, I'm not a huge fan of how the arms have to plug into this little piece on the back. I always feel like I'm going to break something with how much you need to stretch and bend the plastic to get them in right, but it's holding up so far. There's not really anywhere to put the weapons whilst you're in Jeep mode either. Well, I mean, you could do this if you're insane, but you should really know better than that. I do like how the legs split apart to form the sides and wheels though, that's clever. And everything does hold together pretty well in both modes, so it's fine really. They're honestly really good, you know, cowabunga, which is probably what Bart Simpson would say if he had these. Are they worth the £80 I paid for them at the time on AliExpress though? I mean, they're pretty small, but they're sculpted, painted and engineered nicely, like most of Newage's stuff. And they are selling similar size bots for around £30 each on Omega Lock these days, so £80 for 4 of these? Sure, why not? Can I get bigger, official Hasbro toys at that sort of price? Sure, but as we all know, bigger isn't always better, isn't that right, Junior? So that was Newage Pizzeria A. That was a catchy little tune, wasn't it? I should paint with that was pretty good.